Shalom, shalom, Juice Gang family. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about some powerful herbs that can help you to heal your reproductive system. I have taken a lot of different herbs to help me heal my body so that way I could have kids. And I was very successful with achieving that. I have PCOS and I have one block tube, and if I can do it, you can do it too. But before I jump into these herbs, I really have to put this out there. I am not a doctor, I am not a nutritionist. I am just sharing with you all my personal experience with dealing with these particular herbs, and also I just want to let you know as well, if you're on the doctor's drugs, because they're not medicine, they're drugs, you cannot take God's medicine. That's right. These herbs that the Most High put here for us is medicine. He states this in Genesis. Okay? So you can't mix God's healing herbs with the devil's drugs. Can't do it. You're going to have to come away from those drugs before you can switch over to taking natural medicine. And once you come away from those things, I would speak to a nutritionist or a herbalist who can help assist you with your particular situation to help put together a good combination of herbs to help you. So let's go ahead and jump into these herbs. So for those of you who have been following me for a while, you know I like to have my notes. I don't want to have this video all long and drawn out and then skip over certain things. I like to keep it simple and get straight to the point. So what is the reproductive system? Let's talk about that. It's going to be short, simple, and quick. The reproductive system or genital system is a system of sex organs within an organism which works together for the purpose of sexual reproduction. Now let's jump into the first herb. Red raspberry leaves. If you have some issues going on with an imbalance in your reproductive system, red raspberry leaves will help to balance out your reproductive system. The next herb, spearmint tea. You hear about spearmint all the time and people drinking spearmint tea. If you have PCOS, this will help you if you have issues with hirsutism. I have personally taken spearmint tea and it works. It will help to slow down the hair growth and it will eliminate it altogether if you are very consistent with it. And you can drink spearmint tea 2 to 3 times a day. The next herb, chase tree berry. Again, if you have PCOS and you have hormones that are just out of whack and your cycles are just coming whenever they want to come and they're not consistent, coming every month, you can take chase tree berry to help balance out your hormones. This has worked for me. I cannot stress how much I love chase tree berry because it helped to balance out my hormones. My cycles would come on every 3 months, and then there were times that it wouldn't come on for 2 to 3 months. The doctors had to give me their drugs to make my cycles come on and to make my cycle go off. I would be afraid for my cycle to come on because I had no idea when it was going to go off. But when I came away from the doctor's drugs, because again, my body was always rejecting what they gave me and it made me sick, so I couldn't really take what they gave me anyway. Chase tree berry is the bomb. It balanced out my hormones. And you want to get these herbs fresh and you want to get them from a good, reliable source. That is the key. The next herb, saw palmetto. This will help to shrink your fibroids. Those of you ladies who have issues with fibroids, saw pimento will help you with that. And another thing, you have to stop eating the foods that are triggering these things in the first place. You can't take herbs and expect for everything to just happen just like that and things to just go away. You have to help the body. And by doing that, eating a diet high in plants, which are fruits and vegetables, this will help you. You got to cut out the dairy. You got to cut out things like cheese and processed foods. All you're doing is feeding the fibroids and feeding the cysts if you have PCOS, because they're cysts. They're balls filled with fluid on your reproductive system. I did a video on this before explaining what PCOS is. So that's basically all you're doing. You have to stop eating these foods and go back to eating foods that come from the earth. The Most High never intended for us to suffer and to be in pain and go through these things. He gave the animals everything that they needed to survive. We're made in His image. What makes you think He didn't give us what we need as well? But it's us who will do the wrong things and bring these things upon us. We have done this to ourselves. I get so upset when I hear people say that, oh, it's God's fault. Why would God do this to people? He didn't do this. He didn't put toxic chemicals in our water to drink. He did not do that. He did not spray the air with chemtrails. Man has done that. He did not inject animals with all these hormones and then we eat the stuff and it makes our hormones all out of whack. He didn't do that. Man has done it. And we have to come away from eating these things to bring healing back to our bodies. The next herb, they call it Don Quai, some pronounce it Don Qui, but it helps promote circulation in the uterus and it will remove synthetic estrogen, okay? And it will shrink fibroids as well. So look at all of these things that Don Quai or Don Qui does for the body. And I haven't even went over all the herbs. I just have a little bit of things here because I don't want this video to be too long. But God has literally given us everything that we need to heal. You just have to do the research and really start to eat clean and take the herbs and watch your body heal. So for those of you who are dealing with vaginal dryness, this will help you. These two herbs, marshmallow root and slippery bark. Now, ladies, you're probably like, marshmallow root, slippery bark. That's in my leave-in conditioner. That's in my hair products. Ladies who have natural hair, yes. If you notice when you put these type of things in your hair, it brings good slip, it brings moisture, and it makes your hair soft. So for those of you who have issues with vaginal dryness, these two things will help bring that moisture back and that slip back in that area. Because a lot of women who suffer from vaginal dryness, it is very painful for them to be intimate with their husbands. And not only is it painful for them, the husband suffers as well because he can't become one with his wife. When you're intimate with your partner, you become one. So everybody suffers. So if you take these two particular things, it will help bring that moisture back, and then everyone can be happy in their marriage because nobody wants to deal with vaginal dryness. Again, eating certain foods can trigger all of these type of things. Stress will do so many things to the body. Please remove the stress. The next thing I want to talk about is ginger. We all should be drinking ginger or having it in our diet. I juice ginger all the time in my juice recipes. I have shared a lot of recipes on my channel, especially the recent ones to heal inflammation. Ginger is in there. And the reason why I love ginger is because it helps to promote circulation in the uterus. And it will help bring circulation all throughout the body. If you have issues with circulation, ginger is something that you want to consume on a day-to-day basis. Ginger is something that we all can find in our supermarkets, and you just want to make sure that you're getting the real stuff, because they have those big old horse looking pieces of ginger. You want to get the little ones. I know you probably like, but what is that little one going to do? That little one is packed with some heat, and that's what you want. You want the heat. But if you can't find little ones, by all means, I am not trying to promote don't eat this, don't eat that. You know, I've never done that on my channel. Do the best that you can and get the ginger that is available to you and use it. Okay? And the last herb that I want to talk about is stinging nettle. Now, stinging nettle is loaded with iron. I love stinging nettle. And it's also good if you have fibroids, okay? So if the fibroid is large and it is pressing against the bladder, this helps with urination. Stinging nettle, look up the benefits on stinging nettle. It's also good for your hair. I use it also for a hair spritz, for a refreshener for my hair. Stinging nettle is the bomb. I'm also going to list some more herbs up here for you all, like I always do, so you can see them, because I really didn't want to just have this video long and drawn out. I just wanted to talk about a lot of the herbs that I particularly took to help me. But the ones that I'm going to list up here for you all can look into those and see how it can help assist you along your journey. And before I leave, I want to show you all something real quick. Hold up, let me get something. So check this out. I have here this big mason jar with herbal tea. This particular mixture is 3 herbs: stinging nettle, dandelion root, and burdock root. Now, the reason I used these particular herbs for this mixture is because, one, the nettle is high in iron and I need iron. The burdock root is going to help to cleanse the blood. If you have issues with your skin, then you have to cleanse your blood. And as far as the dandelion root, that is going to cleanse the liver. So again, if you have acne and eczema and things going on with your skin, using dandelion and burdock root is going to help to cleanse the blood in the liver. So I will not drink this in one sitting, and I won't drink this in one day either. I will drink 1 to 2 cups a day. So if I do 2 cups a day, I do 1 in the morning and I do 1 in the evening, and I drink plenty of water throughout the day. If this is your first time getting into herbs, please do not think that using a whole bunch of the herbs is going to be more effective, because you will start to have breakouts because the toxins are going to be releasing from your body. You want to make the correct measurements when making this stuff. And for me, I just keep it simple. I use 1 to 2 tablespoons of each herb, and I prepare the mixture. And as you can see, this is what I got. It's pretty dark. So with that being said, when it comes to preparing the herbs, a lot of people say, oh, it's not working, I'm not seeing any benefits. It's because they're not preparing them correctly. You cannot prepare leaves and things like bark the same exact way. When you're dealing with burdock root, and if I can explain how burdock root is, it's more like sticks, if I can explain it to you all that way. It's how it looks in little pieces of, sticks, if I can explain it that way. You want to boil things like that for like 8 to 10 minutes. I like to let my water come to a boil first and then add it in there, cover it with a lid, and let it boil for 8 minutes. Turn the heat off for those last 2 minutes, and then it will steep overnight that way. That's how I do it. When it comes to the leaves, I will boil the water, pour the water over my leaves, like nettle leaves and things like that, and let it steep overnight. And that's how I got that to look that color, because I let everything steep overnight, and then I added some more heated water to it for the second go around and let it steep for another 4 to 5 hours, and then it was ready. And then I just added some regular water to it to just fill the mason jar up, and boom, that's it. That's how I do it. I mean, I can't go off of what other people do, only can go off of what I do and what was explained to me on how to prepare herbs. So if you all like seeing videos like this, then please give this video a thumbs up because it helps support my channel. And if you all like seeing videos like this, then hit that subscribe button because I'm going to be dropping more knowledge for you all. And I love you all. I really do. Don't give up, ladies. You can be successful and have your miracle babies. And even if you're not trying to have kids and you just want to heal your reproductive system because you're having issues, you can do it. Change your diet and eat healthy. And that's it for this video, and I will see you all in the next one. I love you all. Shalom.